It's your drive home on Hot 103. Folks, looks like that storm is headed right for us. Gonna put some gas in my Furman generator, stop by the ABC Fine Wine and Spirits, and of course, watch Mike's weather page. Y'all stay safe out there. Tropics rage. You'll always have a friend here at Mike's Weather Page. Mike's Weather Page, Mike's Weather Page, Mike's Weather Page. You can depend, he'll keep you safe, he'll keep it locked. Mike's Weather Page. I've seen him chase storms there with Hunter and Louis too. But you know he'll keep you straight at 919 there every day. 1 million fans get it wrong and they're here in Mike's Weather Page.
All right, what's up, everybody? Good morning. We're jamming. How's it going, everybody? This is our Daily Brew Monday. It's Monday. Why does it not feel like Monday? I was so confused yesterday. I had no idea yesterday was Sunday. But it's Monday. So how's it going? Here's our little weather show. We are coming to you live from Oldsmar, Florida. And hopefully the tropics are over. Right, Louie? Our little boy here. So how's everybody doing? How's your weekend, everybody? I still have my Rays shirt on. I'm not giving up, even though the Rays lost. Got to wait another year, buddy. What's up, Ellington? What's up, Rosie? What's up, Miss Shelley? What's up, Janie? Oh, that was nice of you. Thank you very much. My little ham. That's all right. Rosie says you're a little ham. Oh, Bill had fire pit and whiskey. Oh, my man. My man. I got to get a new fire pit. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a chimney, I think. All right, so what's going on? This is our weather page. Here's Mike. We talk weather. We definitely talk during the winter season. Don't forget, we still talk all year long, even when the tropics slow down. Last year, we were 3 days a week. Maybe we'll keep it going. I don't know, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, or we don't know yet. But for sure, we're still streaming live because there's always weather to talk about. We got cold fronts and storms and flooding and tornadoes and hopefully no more hurricanes. So yeah, we're going to say hey for everybody. Jack and Coke, man. Tabletop Greek. Michael Thayer from Inglewood. Oh my goodness. Michael, I hope you saw the video I toured down there showing some folks that you got hit pretty hard. How did you fare? Hopefully Hopefully not too bad, but Inglewood got hit really hard. The Bucks won. Yep, that's right, Tim. What's up, Ann? Good morning. What's up, John Ferguson? Kim from St. Augustine. Yeah, the Bucks didn't look too bad. I hate it when the Bucks went into like prevent defense. It's like every team when they get a big lead, they lay down. Next thing you know, Atlanta's catching back up, and they have to protect the lead. They should have just kept aggressive. But what do you think, buddy? Huh? All right, I'm gonna put you down. We're gonna talk weather. We got a little circle in the tropics map. Did you see that? Go see your brother. All right, so here we go. Daily Brew, we're going to talk weather and whatever else. Usually we yak almost an hour. We'll see how long we go. But these definitely are fun when there's no weather to talk about. I get to read a little more comments. It's going to be cold this weekend. We got a cold front coming down. Can you believe it? We got some storms maybe from the Midwest. Somebody was just asking. Pretty big cold front coming down. So a little warm up right now. You can feel it out there. Deanna drove by Minnesota Key. Yeah, I was down there too. I drove there. Pretty bad area. Michael's doing power line work. Oh, well, hats off to you, man. I heard that we're 98% power restoration now, which is phenomenal if you think about it. So hats off to all the linemen. They came down like an army. You don't mess with the linemen, right? They come down and, man, they're out there in 150 mile an hour wind fixing power lines. All right, so here we go. It's Monday, always long week ahead. We'd like to thank our good friends at ABC Fine Wine and Spirits here for sponsoring our Daily Brew for 4 years now. We've been live since 2015 at least. They've been big supporters of our page, located here in Florida. A lot of their families, ABC family was affected by Hurricane Ian. They have a lot of stores in the Fort Myers area, Port Charlotte area, so a lot of those families have been probably out of work dealing with their own homes. So our thoughts are definitely with all of them. I was just talking to a neighbor just now, actually, that was heading down. They had a family that lived in Fort Myers. Complete loss, everything. Still dealing with that. Think about this, everybody. This storm, going on 2 weeks almost here, coming up this week. So many people were affected, life-changing. He was telling me stories that they tried to evacuate, but the roads were too busy. They just decided to stay put, and they got hit with surge. Had to go to the second floor. Very traumatic on the kids. Just imagine everything you own ruined, and they're trying to find a storage unit. Think about these words: trying to salvage what they can, and then what do you do? Where do you live? So, man, just think about all those poor folks down there dealing with this aftermath, right? So, here's the radar, by the way. Who's Julie? Mike's wife. my first wife. Hanging up Halloween stuff. Hey, by the way, cheers to my friends at Mathnasium Countryside. Emily has got an A in math this quarter. The quarter ends this week. She's got almost 100% in math. Went from an F last semester, retaking it. Still got a B. Got a little bit more to go for last year. It's got an A this quarter, so highly recommend anybody in the interest of meteorology. Math is like 99%, not officially, but almost 90%. So you need math. Your Google calculator will not do. Maybe your Texas Instrument calculator. Who all y'all had one of them Texas Instrument calculators? Remember, they had 125 buttons, right? And I only knew the 1 through 10, plus, minus. And I could never find the other ones because they're... But it's Halloween time, and getting up everything. I put a picture up. I got my big skeleton up and everything. So here's what we got. So I just posted this. Let's open this up. Nothing to worry about. This is that leftover Julia DNA. Here you go. Just so I wasn't hyping again, but there were signs that some of Julia would pull up into the BOC, Bay of Campeche, and I say Campeche, it's Bay of Campeche. We might have to do one of those how to say things again, because I did this last year and I sound like a Yahoo now because I'm the only one that says Campeche. So let's try it here. Here, let's turn it up. See what it says. How do you do that? I don't know how it works. How to pronounce. Here we go.
Bay of Campeche.
Oh! Look at
Bay of Campeche.
Peachy. Listen.
Bay of Campeche.
That's official. HowToPronounceate.com gave Bay of Campeche. So hey, I've been right all along. All right, so anyway, this is nothing to stress about. It does not look like this thing. Remember there was a couple random ensembles that were getting it pulled into the Gulf of Mexico? Just not seeing it still. I mean, big bad cold front coming down. We got a subtropical jet stream almost ahead of this thing. There's going to be a lot of wind shear in the Gulf of Mexico this week, so highly unlikely that this is going to bring anything. Now, what it is bringing, believe it or not, is moisture up into Texas. And this juice here is going to mingle with our frontal line that's coming down. So it is Julia's DNA, but it's not. Julia is my wife. Did I ever write Julie by accident? Because I messed up every time and put Julie. Jeffrey says Bay of Campeche. That might be better. I just say the BOC. Everybody gets like, what the heck's the BOC? I need to find an English asium. What's up, Marichera? Good morning. Our weekly regulars are back in. Went to a new little Italian place last night in Oldsmar. It was really good. Anybody been to it yet? It's pretty neat. And little 50s, kind of had some 50s music going on. I text my mom. I said, you'd love this place. They don't have any alcohol other than beer, though. Anyway. So here's what we got. All right, so let's show you what this looks like. Nothing to stress about. We got a big bad cold front coming down this week. I'm going to go into all that. Let's just show you what Julia's doing. It's kind of neat to see. Here's a current satellite look. Some of this got pulled up into the Caribbean, so it's definitely getting some rain in the Yucatan, unfortunately. I know we have people down there cruising. So that's what it looks like. You know, a little bit of leftovers, right? Fanning out. Nothing expected to develop. The icon did show it. I think I did tease it this morning. The icon, the good old icon. I love the icon. Showed that. Let's look at here a couple of things. Let's see if we can zoom in a little more to Central America as we hear little Hunter snorting away. Hunter. Oh, here we go. All right, so this is pretty cool. I like this. Let's look at this one. Animated GIF. Let's look at this one right here. This is kind of good. This kind of shows you Julia. It was hurricane. It went into Nicaragua. So you can kind of see two areas here. There's Julia spinning off into the Pacific. But some of this moisture now is getting pulled up into the Yucatan. And if you go to Tropical Tidbits, you can really see it good here on a couple of the vorticity maps here. How you can see a piece of it got ripped off and got pulled in the north a little bit. This is the Euro, and you can see a little bit. See how it splits off? This is the vorticity signatures in the atmosphere. Here's, hey, enough. Snorting away. Julia's leftovers. Hey, Eric. Oh, I know it's going to be hot. But we got cold weather coming. Fire pit weather. Listen, my local 7-Eleven in Oldsmar, they have firewood. You can get wood at 7-Eleven. Isn't that the greatest day of my life? I can go take, because I don't have a truck right now, if you remember right. My truck is I don't know the correct word, but it's inoperative. It's sitting down at Dimmitt Chevrolet with its tongue hanging out. So all I have, my only form of transportation is a golf cart. Gulf Shores. Hey, yeah, well, it's going to be a little cool, but not bad. It's going to be nice weather. Let me show you all that. Listen, the rain's coming Thursday. Weekend looks really good for everybody. We're going to get into all that. But we're going to talk a little bit about plenty of wood in Inglewood. Hey, Paul. Yeah, I know. We don't want to joke about that, but you're right. They'd probably love to have you pick that wood up. Anyway. Yeah, I know. Well, we don't have any up here. So I'd love to drive down there and pick some up, but I'm out of, I don't have any miles left. Decommissioned. I still got the Mustang, Tim. Yep. Yeah, it still runs. I actually drove it the other day to my dad's house. So 69 Mustang. Bought in 2001. It's the only thing running right now. Hey, Mike, your buddy works at the department at Dimmitt. Tell him to look out back and he'll see the storm chaser. I had a lifter issue going on and the storm did it in. No combustion, no decompression, no compression. So here's what we got. All right, so this is real simple. We got Main Julia going this way. A piece of it breaks off, goes into the bay. It's going to get bobbled around down here. So that's kind of what we were talking about all last week. This is really good signature on the Euro, though. Look at good little chance this thing could spin up, right? This red means vorticity. So there's an outside chance we could get a little last second. What would be the next system after the I storm? We don't want to talk about the I storm. It would be Carl. Well, obviously Julia. So Carl. But what's interesting, our good old icon, which I love the icon. Shows a little bit of chance of some weak tropical development in the bay. 1008, 1009. This is Wednesday, Thursday. Look at that. Just kind of hangs around. Cute little guy, like Bob Ross would say. Oh, he's a cute little guy. But look, I mean, here's what it does. Pops up. And what's really neat about the icon, it shows two distinct areas here of vorticity that kind of got split up from the mountains. So we got a little spinner down in the bay, and it kind of bounces back 1,000, 5,000, 2. Big old frontal line coming down. It's just kind of actually pushing it. Kind of weird. Big bully. Big front coming down. So that's what we got anyway. So nothing to worry about. CMC kind of showing it. Nobody's really showing any sort of. So no worries. All right, let's talk about the front. So that I don't see any signs. We'll go to the Ensembles real quick. Take a look here, Weather Nerds. I don't even have them up there anymore. Well, we can go over here and take a look at them. Let's see here. European Ensembles. You'll see a few in the Gulf of Mexico. And you can just see them. That's what they are. So none of them are in here. So the Gulf is closed as of now. Good news, right? Carl. Patricia Lee is a newbie. I saved your life. Come on now. Those are tough words. Thank you. Glad to have you a part of our page. We are one happy little weather family. We started out, I'll never forget, I was at Chili's one night. Imagine that. And the bartender girl, I was like at 4,999 fans. I'm like, go like my page. It'll be 5,000. I was so excited. I hit 5,000. I remember that. Lifter issue with Kyle Parsons. Oh, come on, man. Don't tell me that. DOA. That's what it is. What's up with Mike Soul? Oh, that's right, Mike. I know it was up there. Iowa. Hey, Tammy Kent. I was asking him, Tammy Kent. I don't remember what number I had. I felt bad. I had one number from you guys, and I texted to see if you were down there, and they said you just left. So I was obviously down there also. What devastation, Tammy, right? Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. Like, you can't imagine. Listening to my neighbor talk about his family still today. And it's like, you just don't imagine the amount of people's life this has affected, as far as having to do cleanup and even worse, losing family members or friends. Thanks, Tammy. Kathleen Gregory, another newbie. How about that? Thank you. Well, we do talk during the winter. We try to, we talk a lot. Still kind of in recovery mode for Ian, so I don't want to start getting too excited about other things until we have everybody, kind of taken care of down south. Still have a lot of flooding going on here in Florida too, with the St. Johns River. Check this out. We're going to get into the cold front here in a second. But at least the Gulf looks like it's closed, so no worries right now, which is good. Every week that goes by is another week. We can close the curtain. Seems like we've had a big one though every year, right? We had Laura, we had Ida, we had Ian, we had Michael. The last 5 or 6 years, man, Irma, Harvey, because almost every year we've had a really bad storm we've had to deal with. Crazy. All right, so let me show you this river thing going on here in Florida real quick. Kind of fascinating to me. So we got the St. Johns River not even expected to crest yet in Florida down here. Still above major flood stage in a lot of areas, which is kind of odd because it's been, almost 2 weeks now. But here's what we got. So the St. John's is still above flood stage here. And this is, let's show you all 4 little markers here. The Peace River's going down at least. But here we got St. John's at Astor. It's still hovering around major flood stage. It's going to peak at Tuesday, tomorrow, 4.5 feet. The record's 4.6 feet. The St. John's near DeLand is going to crest, it looks like, not even till the weekend. Could have some more rain on the way Thursday, so it might increase a little bit, but it's above floods. It's above record stage now, and it's not even going to go down until the weekend, if it even does it by the weekend. St. John's near Sanford's going to peak sometime maybe tomorrow. 8.9 above. It's above record stage still. Lake Harney is above record stage, and it's slowly going down, but it's still above record stage. So it's just phenomenal to think how much water. And currently today, if you look at the National Weather Service, we have flood advisories up still through a big chunk of the upper Florida, which is they're calling it a coastal flood advisory, which is, I get it, but it's coastal flood advisory, St. Johns River Basin. So flooding, lots, parks, roads. So that's going on still. All right, so let's talk about our cold front coming down. There's going to be storms. Check this out. So here's today. Nothing going on today, but here's tomorrow. Our frontal line setting up. So this is the big news everybody's kind of talking about. We got another big front coming down this week. This is Tuesday. We get into Wednesday, more storms. Nothing's showing up too severe yet. That's good news, right? We're not seeing any yellows but it's a heavy cold front, and that's kind of interesting. So let's look at this real quick. I showed this up. Let's look a little bit more about the tropics. Okay, so every cold front that comes down is good news, right? The Gulf starts cooling off, right? The more we can get the Gulf to cool off, the better. The Gulf is starting to show little signs of cooler shelf water. Sometimes this will help any system weaken a little bit approaching land if it were to develop anywhere along the coast. So every cold front that comes down, it slowly cools down the water, which is good. The problem is we still have this ocean heat content, which is extremely warm. very potent. We get any sort of upper, steering pattern again where we get a wave or something down here in the Caribbean, it would have no problem intensifying. That's why we've had a lot of October storms in the past. A lot of October storms. So don't let your guard down. There's nothing showing up. It's just a lot of people feel like it's over, especially when we get these cold fronts. But here's October 11th through the 20th points of origin, and you can see a high cluster of them, along the Caribbean. So, just kind of casually, just kind of know that, we're not going to stress about it. But at least there's really nothing showing. We start looking at things like tropical waves this time of year when they make their way across. So we have a tropical wave here, another tropical wave here. So we start to look at these things and say, oh, okay, let's see how juicy it is. So here it is. Here's that tropical wave I just showed, this one right here. And it looks like there's another one back there. So, we just casually watch these. And it all becomes a timing issue like we saw with Ian, right? We get any cold front that breaks up, that forms, and we get that right timing. That's what we got to worry about. And that's, unfortunately, that was so classic of a system in more October, pulling up and getting out of here. And what about that cool weather that that came in? I mean, that cool weather lasted, 10 days? Incredible. Hey, thanks, Kenny. I'll remember that. I would not say season's over. I don't ever. We're not going camping. That was a post last night for the diehards that know every time that we. Well, there you go, Hurricane Michael. Geez, today is the 4 years ago, Michael. Oh my gosh. See, look at. I forget. It's early October. So let's hope. Nothing else, right? All right, so here's a cold front. Let's show you that real quick. So, I guess the easiest way to show what's going on here is this. We can look at day 1 to day 7. You can really get a feel for things. So here's Wednesday. Here's the front that we're starting to see. And of course, anytime you get cold and hot, they don't mix, right? So we're starting to get warmer temperatures out ahead of this cold front, which means it can help produce some storms. So there you go. This is Wednesday. Here's Thursday. There's our front coming down. You're going to see it pop into the picture, really coming down, right? So Thursday, I posted a couple times yesterday, but definitely we're seeing signs that Thursday could be kind of wet across the southeast, especially down into Florida, as our front pushes south. So the wettest day appears still Thursday this week for southeast as our front comes in. Friday, look at that. That sucker goes all the way through the state. Unfortunately, it's not going to bring a lot of cool temps to South Florida. Remember, Florida's Panhandle Peninsula, and then you have the South Florida. They're not even included as the peninsula. But here you go. This is Friday. And then, of course, Saturday, look at that. Almost nothing. Beautiful, right? Look at that. High of 79 here in Daytona Beach. Low 80s across the middle parts of the state. So this is Saturday. So look at that. Beautiful weather. Gotta love it. Sunday, the same. So the weekend looks great. Temperatures are going to be dropping for the South and everybody, actually. Let's take a look at the U.S. of A. Here we go. Let's take a look. So here's the big front. Here's Thursday morning. Look at that blast. Here it comes Thursday. You can see, well, let's go back up to Wednesday. You can start to see it set up. See, Wednesday, the reason we got storms brewing here across the middle part of the U.S. is we got the hot and the cold. We're starting to get into those springtime styles setups with hot, warm conditions brew storm potential as our big fronts come rolling in. And really, the big question is down in the south. We get some pretty strong storms off the Gulf when we get these fronts that come in. Some the classic squall lines you see rolling in, man, and they get windy. Growing in Florida, man, we get a line, right? Well, out of the head of the front, the winds are all coming in, sucking up to that front. And then, of course, after the front passes, the winds blow down, blowing in that cold Arctic air. So it's really weird when you feel a front coming because the winds shift. You know, the winds blow into the front on approach, and then they blow down towards the north when they go by. But anyway, here you go. We got day 5. This is Friday morning. Holy moly. Look at this. 30s in the mountains, 30s in Georgia, 30s in Alabama, 50s touching 40s for maybe the Pensacola area, low 50s around the upper Gulf. This is Friday morning. Saturday even gets colder. Here's Saturday. We're going to see 50s possibly down into middle part of the state touching Okeechobee, 40s for the northern Florida, 30s for the mountains. Could see some snow possibly here with some moisture in the Great Lakes area with lake effect style snow. 20s in the Minnesota and Wisconsin. So that's it. That's cold. Here's Sunday. More of the same. So Saturday and Sunday, lots of cold coming up. Let's zoom in for our friends in Florida real quick. I know I don't talk about everybody, but so we could get down to 58 close to Tampa Bay, 50s for Orlando. This is Saturday morning. 50s could touch all the way down to Okeechobee. Low 60s for the at least the areas that are being affected still from Ian. It will be in the low 60s this weekend coming up. So that's a little bit of good news, right? So there you go. 40s. Look at this 40s. Look at Saturday morning, man. We're going to be doing low 40s, possibly. We're going to see low 40s in the Panhandle Saturday morning this week coming up. Wow. Too early for this, Cheryl Smith says. Yes, I agree. Boone, North Carolina. I've been there. I love the Carolinas. I love Margaritaville. In Gatlinburg. I'm going to wear shoes this weekend. Never know. I don't even know where they're at. I like cinnamon rolls. Oh my God. So yeah, so cool weather. You know, I'm doing the Halloween stuff out front. I love tinkering with the Halloween stuff. I got about 10 spiders. Sarah today ran out screaming. She loves Halloween, but she loves to be scared. I didn't think she was going to get on the bus, but she did. Let's look at the store potential real quick. Hey, listen, why I got everybody? Listen, don't forget, we're getting about, Shelly, when's our cutoff? December, right? So we locked in, we got almost half our cabins are gone. If you like cruising and you're big weather fans and you like our little weird little weather family and you want to hang out with all of us and you love cruising, check this out. It's our second annual weather cruise. Our rates are about half of what's going on Royal Caribbean right now. We locked in rates back in March, and you won't find a better deal. And this is during spring break, so especially anybody affected by the hurricane, you might be like me. If I was affected, I'd want to get the heck out of Dodge and have something to look forward to. But anyway, check it out. It's on the webpage. I know Shelly's got a countdown at her house. It's in March. So Phil goes with his family. I bring Julie and the girls. Shelly brings her family. It's a great family event, and we have a lot of fun stuff planned. And we also do a seminar presentation on the ship. So if you're in the industry, you could technically write it off, which is cool. Maybe we get Tammy Kent to come out. She's up there in Iowa. Beautiful country. Tammy, I'm serious. I'm trying to talk Emily. If she decides to get married, I would love for her to go to your all's little barn up there. That is the most coolest. I'd have to get a bus so all her friends could go. But I always think about how awesome your little barn area was there. Maybe Julie and I can renew our vows. That would be kind of neat, kind of romantic. Ooh, not into that kind of stuff. That might be the best idea. Just go there. No passport, Tracy. No. You only, nope. No restrictions anymore either. So yeah. Jeffrey's going. Cool. Mary Chill Catman's going. All right, so here's the front. This is kind of interesting. I love this. This is a water vapor loop. I love this imagery right here. Shows a lot big picture kind of stuff. The colors are usually convection and moisture and possibly storms, but what's really cool is it'll show you the cold fronts coming down, and it's been very consistent with this midweek cold front, and it's been consistent of pulling up old leftover Julia. So here's what we got tomorrow morning. Look. Big old clump of convection. Interesting, right? Might be, what the heck was the name again? With a K? H-I-J-K? Kent? What was the name? Ken? Carl. I was off a little bit. Oh, God, now I got so many windows open, I don't even know where I'm at again. Jeez. All right. So here's the front coming down. Let's go to about, right here. Boom. All right, so here's what we got. Look at that. So there is a subtropical jet stream down here. So like I said, good news is there's really nothing showing that anything that organizes down in the Bay of Campeche will form in anything and go up into the Gulf. There were a couple outliers last week. Man, it's just such a small percentage chance right now. I don't see enough signs to really talk about it, but we never say never in the tropics, ever. But there is going to be some leftover Julia trying to spin up into Carl. Wasn't Carl in part of Deliverance? Who was Carl? Was that the dude's name? Carl Deliverance? No, it wasn't Deliverance. It was the hell movie was that? Sling Blade. Deliverance. Carl, that was him with a C though. Dang it, Carl. Everybody go. Reagan. Carl, remember old Sling Blade? That was a good tune. Jody knows me. Jody McLean, Sling Blade. Joanne wants to know about El Salvador. Wow. There is a link that I have. Let's see, where the heck did it go? Oh, man, I'm just thinking of Carl. God, if he's seen Sling Blade, I haven't seen this in a while. So there's an International Meteorology Database link I have down here that was put together by Kaylee, was her name? I can't remember her name. They used to come to our page, but I think there are satellites here that we can look at. She wanted El Salvador, right? So let's see if that link works or not. El Salvador. Oh my goodness. It might. It's trying to load. So anyway, here's that link right here, by the way, if you're asking. There are some links right here for some continents. And it's not loading. Might be because of the storm. Love me the mashed potatoes. Oh, there we go. So it popped up. I don't know if we got any radar on here or not, though. But there is a site on there you can check out. I'll try to find something. Sorry about that. I don't have anything. Alright, well anyway, let's go before I lose attention span again. Here's what we got. So here's our front coming down. This is really cool to look at. This is Wednesday. So here's that front. We got a little upper level disturbance there that's kind of pushing that jet stream along. But look at that. And there you go. So it's really cool. Look at that. So all along, this little leftover Julia is going to get wrapped up into this frontal line that's coming down. This is Wednesday morning. Dry air behind it, but all this moisture. So, Wednesday into Thursday, definitely going to be increased rain chances across the southeast, especially Florida. And you can see all this pushes into Thursday. Here's Thursday. So Thursday morning, you can see a little bit of this leftovers gets pushed up. We got our frontal line. And this is kind of what we're going to look at for Thursday. So that's a front. Could be some storms. Not really seeing much discussion yet about it. But anytime you have Gulf moisture, Gulf heat, warmer temperatures, there's always going to be that potential for some storms coming in off the Gulf of Mexico. This would be Thursday this week. Nothing's official, but I would definitely keep that in the back of your mind. And it'll be out of here. Some of these could even reach Carolinas on Thursday. But look at that. Even up here in the Northeast. Could get dicey in the Northeast later Thursday, overnight Thursday, into Friday morning. So classic frontal line. There's going to be a lot of wind in behind it with our front coming down. Dry air. So Friday is going to be nothing but blue sky. This indicates dry air, clear skies, blue skies. A lot of cold air coming in. That's where we're getting these cold temps. Here's Saturday morning and Sunday. So beautiful weekend coming. A little bit of behind on Sunday. Another little frontal line coming down on Sunday. But it stays. You might get some down in Upper Gulf Sunday. Maybe a little action Upper Gulf on Sunday. But for sure, Saturday is an amazing day for most everybody. Some of your wind maps you can see here on the Windy app. We can take a look. Going into Thursday. You kind of get the idea. Here's our frontal line passing 1 o'clock. And I don't know, you just see that the wind barbs. This is just blowing that cooler air down Thursday. And then, Friday. So, classic Florida. Southeast cold front coming down, right? Here's some of these storms we could have possibly brewing. The Euro showing it, actually. Here's Thursday, 5 a.m. So it could get rocky Wednesday night. Let's go to Wednesday night. Here is Wednesday. Starts to brew Wednesday. We could have storms across the upper Gulf Wednesday afternoon. And then, we could have some heavy storms overnight Wednesday night into Thursday morning here. So definitely this whole general area here, Wednesday, Thursday, we could have some storms from our front coming through. There you go. Nick, what else you want to see, buddy? I'll show you whatever you want, man. There you go, Shelly. Good idea. Yep. Satellite radio is good. Satellite radio is good. I think I have a link for satellite radio. Satellite radar. I keep saying satellite radio. Yeah, there you go. So, look, I'm here. If you need anything, there's a website called Mike's Weather Page. It's pretty cool. A lot of times I find stuff on there that I didn't even know. But here's satellite radar. Right there, linked on the site. Satellite radar. And if you click on that, you will get AccuWeather. And you can zoom into satellite radar, which is great. Look at that. There you go. Raining in Cancun, man. At the Red Frogs. So whoever asked about El Salvador, there you go. So yeah, indeed. Heavy rain, unfortunately. You can see past radar, future radar on that too. Only goes out how many hours though? It goes back an hour. But yeah, heavy rain. Here's the core of Julia. And this little piece broke off. And we could have some leftover DNA. I bet you they bumped that up a little bit. The icon's showing a little more development chances in the Bay of Campeche. You got a wedding, Nick. Oh my goodness. Well, good for you, buddy. Congratulations. Cheers to Nick getting married. I'm sure you're going to have a few people say, don't do it. Don't do it. Michael, Stephanie Stokes, who could forget? Oh, my goodness. You're welcome. Yeah, man, it's such deja vu, Stephanie. Seems like yesterday. Is it hard to believe it was 4 years ago, huh? God, we were watching almost the same thing happen with Ian. Last second intensification, Ida. Golly, man. Good morning, Bill from Crestview. I know where that's at. Hello from Honduras, Miguel. What's up, buddy? What's going on, man? Today's Columbus Day? How did I forget that? We used to celebrate that. I don't know if the kids do anymore or not. Poor Christopher Columbus. Today is October 10th. Today is Columbus Day. What the heck ever happened? That used to be a big day. Now it's like, I guess he got debunked or something. That poor guy. Where did he land, by the way? Didn't he land over here by me somewhere? Did he? Somewhere in Florida, right? Let's see here. Chris, let's find out. I typed up CH, first thing that popped up, CHR with Chevrolet 5.3 engines. Let's see. History. Let's go to Wikipedia. Let's see. Landed in. See, now you take all this stuff. I don't know. There's too much words. I'm not a good reader. Oh, well. But hey, you want to check out, let's go to another Wikipedia page. We'll leave it right here on our page. We got our own Wikipedia page, and that's pretty cool. So, Jamil, what's up? So we got no mail today? Is that what we're saying? Can't wait to do my Halloween thing. I got a 12-foot skeleton. It looks bad to the bone. Incredible, man. I don't even know where my phone's at. All right, anything else we can yak about? We try to keep these a little closer. The Bahamas. There we go. Windstorm Products. How's it going? Don't forget 10% off from our buddy Shelly. Did you go Friday? You never did fill me in. So our buddy from Windstorm Products is chatting away on YouTube, but you can get 10% off. Definitely want to have the right hardware. A lot of great products we're looking at. They have some cool, even some flooding protection stuff that look pretty interesting to me. Some quick dam 5-foot. So check it out, man. I mean, nobody wants to talk about it, but it's never too early to prepare for what's potentially could come next time. So Betty, okay, so we got a little history lesson. Not only do you get weather here at Mike's Weather Page, we get history lessons. And Christopher Columbus landed in the Bahamas. So now we know. And as we mentioned, Tammy was down there. Don't forget, I was down there with Furman. Furman helping fix the generators. I know we have lodges. All of our great supporters. Dex and Docks is going to be doing a lot of work down that neck of the woods, obviously. Coastal Claims is down there handling public, adjusters if you need any help. Lodging Solutions is all set up. We even have Smith Venture here. Storm Lawyers. Hopefully, if you got to go that route, we definitely have a fan. And like I mentioned before, these are all big fans of our page. I mean, none of these companies. These are people that I know personally. I've met. I believe in them. They're fans of our page. They're fellow weather coneheads. So Carlisle Thompson, great company, the middle company between FEMA and local cities, states, schools, counties. I mean, everybody's going to be dealing with this storm for weeks and months and years to come. And these are all the companies that are down there right now. So check them out if you need any help, for sure. Of course, don't forget our good friends over in Universal's Roofing Contracting over on YouTube. They cover the whole state of Florida. Danielle, great. Thank you for asking that. Cheryl wants a 12 volt. Yeah, listen, Cheryl, I went that route. I just knew somebody that worked at Home Depot. I got lucky. There you go, Chris. Good idea, buddy. How's it going, Chris? Hey, man, if we got to talk about that detailing if you want to do the old RV, man, if you're getting slow. Aileen Foley, how's it going up north? Haven't seen you in a while. Somebody's at Cruise. Someone said, was I a fan of the Pontiac Trans Am in the 80s? Well, Knight Rider, heck yeah. I was a bigger Trans Am fan with Burt Reynolds. Mike E., I know I got to watch the end of the race. Larson missed it by a position. Truex missed it by a position. It just shows you how every position means so much. We're talking NASCAR, by the way. I've seen videos coming out of Naples and Bonita Springs. There's so many areas that I don't even think people realize that were hit hard. Naples got hit with surge really, really bad. There were some videos down that area, Bonita Springs. Remember, our storm was so wide. It affected so many people south of center as far as... and I also saw some surge from Myrtle Beach. I have to make sure I verify that, but I think Myrtle Beach got some surge. This is a satellite as Ian reformed. It was a little sloppy then, but some of the videos came in from Myrtle Beach that were actually showing some surge. This Key West radar did it for me, though. You can really see the storms brewing for South Florida way ahead of the eye. You can see the eye wall go through its eye wall replacement. It just opened up massively, and then all this just did is widened the reach of the surge, and you can see this eye wall just pounded Naples. I mean, all the way up. This amazing storm, how it just kind of happened so fast. There were tornadoes, yes. We had a lot of tornadoes on the south side of the eye. So anyway, all right, well, here's the scoop. Yeah, lineman. Oh, let's look at the power outage map. This is interesting. I could not believe this. I looked at it last night. I didn't want to post it because I wanted to verify it, but we're down to 18,000 customers now. Lee County, obviously the big one, 14,000. But that's amazing. And Puerto Rico's down to 5,000. So that's great news for Puerto Rico with Fiona. But Florida's down to less than 20,000 people. It was over 2 million, down to 18,700 right now. So that is phenomenal when you think about it, how fast the lineman worked. Mark Hall, Chips was my favorite, buddy. Ponch and John, 7 married 3. What's a Discord? Yeah, we expanded good this year, Shelly. Well, I agree, Donna. And Kevin Guthrie, too. He came to our... this thing, the Department of Emergency Management, Tallahassee, reached out to us, and we were able to do a live stream with Kevin Guthrie. That was amazing. But yeah, we've expanded. Last year at this time, think about it. We did not have YouTube presence at all. Now we're being streamed live on YouTube, which is great. So hello, YouTubers. I really appreciate it. Growing to 40,000, almost 50,000 there. We did not have that option last year. We're streaming live on Twitter. I'm giving up on my podcast, though. I'm sorry to say I've only averaged 1 or 2 people a day on the podcast, and that was a lot of work, so I'm going to lose it. But hey, let's look at rain today, by the way. Let's look at, so here's what's going on, by the way. Let's look at something really interesting to me. So here's the next 3 days. This is what happens. See that red line, blue line? That's 3 days. We got a lingering front that's just laying across Florida right now, right? And that's why it's muggy. That's why we got a lot of fog this morning, right? We had a lot of fog Central Florida northward. But we're also going to have rains again today. I-4 south. It looks like rains are just going to kind of hang around a little bit today. You can see that here on the latest 12Z HRR. We can take a look at Florida here. And, Miami. Oh, my God. I'm clicky. I yelled at my mom the other day. I felt bad. I had to get her a new tablet. She goes through tablets all the time, and she click. My mom, slow down, and you're clicking. The tablet can't keep up with your clicking. Oh, Joanne, good for you. I'm glad you found a radar. I'm sorry, I should have looked a little harder. But that's the satellite radar. Satellite radar works good. But here's the radar for today, and you can just see these rains are just going to kind of cluster around south of Interstate 4. Nothing hard to tell who gets it, but there's the heart of the day right there. This is through the evening hours. So pretty much I-4 south today, same thing tomorrow. Just, lingering juice in the atmosphere, and you can always click on this precipitable water map. It's kind of neat to see. Shows you the moisture in the atmosphere. And this is showing you that frontal line kind of just lingering, right? So reds and oranges and yellows are moisture in the atmosphere, and you can just see where the frontal line is. And look at this big broad rotation here of Julia, almost like a Central American gyre. We haven't talked about that in a long time. This is called a CAG. Usually it's a big broad area of low pressure. And look at that sucker spinning, man. You can see it. Look at it bringing in the... Look at that. That's so awesome to see. And not awesome to see the effects, but so awesome to see this big old broad low pressure system spinning. And again, a piece of that's going to break off, possibly form here, but not do anything. Pretty cool, huh? Neato. I like it. I like it a lot. We'll just leave that up while we say our goodbyes. Actually, let's really zoom in on it. Super zoom activated. You ever notice old TV shows, everything comes to life? Remember Kit had a talk to his watch, come get me? Well, Elon Musk put that in reality, right? Tesla comes and picks you up. Now we have Nike shoes that lace themselves thanks to Back to the Future. We have hoverboards. So everything in the old movies came true. Coffee cup's empty. I know, I'm about done. No rains allowed, Peggy. So far, it looks like it's not going to be too heavy. But we are going to have rain Wednesday and Thursday. So this is really neat to look at. This is our precipitable water map. I love it. Look at that. Moisture spinning up through the Yucatan from Julia. All right. Any more questions? So again, anybody living down in South Florida, man, I just can't imagine what you're going through right now. I've heard so many stories from friends and family. Not really family. I say family. My friends are my family. We've had some family affected, but a lot of friends that are still dealing with it, going down there today to help. I just can't imagine what people are going through right now. So if you were not affected by Ian and you're stressing about having to put away your garbage can or pick up your back porch a little bit, think about what these people are going through, and it's like this compared to what so many are going through right now. It's just so sad. But yeah, Chris, I heard that. I heard Elon put his satellites down there. I did listen a lot to the Lee County Sheriff, which is a lot like Sheriff Grady. Sheriff Grady. What's his Grady Judd? That's right. I almost said Judge. Grady Judd. He don't put up with nothing down there. We have robot housekeepers. We have Roombas. First responders. Oh yeah, 100%. They're having to deal with power. Just all the dangers of not knowing what's in the water. Grady Judge. He's got the best quotes. Anyway. All right. Well, I hope everybody has a great day. I am excited. I have no vehicle, so I'm working in the house today. I'm putting up Halloween, so when Sarah gets off the bus today, she will be excited. So I have to put up all my spiders. So I hope you have a great day. So thanks so much for tuning in. Again, we've had a lot of new subscribers. We are crowdfunded. We have a lot of great supporters company-wise, but basically it's you guys that make it great. So we do have subscribers, and if you did subscribe, have patience. We told everybody during the storm it takes time to process the new subscribers. We do mail out shirts to Cat 5s and koozies to Cat 3s and stickers around Christmas time to everybody. So just hang in there. We really appreciate the support. Shelly gets to them. She works with Julie on that. And if you are a Brew Crew yearly subscriber, we are going to have a special VIP party the day before we set sail in March. And that you don't have to be on the cruise for that. We're going to have a Sunday party at a hotel by the Cape that's going to be open to anybody, Brew Crew wise, and some other VIPs. So pay attention to that. That's March 12th. And if you want to reach out to Shelly, she'll give you the hotel information if you want to stay over and be at the hotel that we're doing our little Brew Crew party at. So it's always kind of fun to kick back and hang out with a bunch of fellow weather people, talk about the season and all that stuff. So, all right, we will see y'all tomorrow. No worries right now out there in the world other than humidity.